Hello guys, so big garage, dream car garage update. What's been happening over the past couple of months? So if you watch the previous part in this dream car garage build, you know that we attempted to reseed our lawn, and as you can probably see, that attempt was successful. So for those that care, it took about a week. No, it didn't even take a week. It took about 5 days for the grass seed to germinate, and then we pretty much had a well-established lawn after like 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, that all went pretty well. I'm glad that I did decide to reseed the lawn, because it means that we have a lawn for summertime for now, and we have pets and all the rest of it, so we needed to have the lawn before we decided to, you know, crack on with the garage. Now, what is happening with the garage itself? So I've actually been in talk with a timber garage supplier. They, you know, build it, they erect it and all the rest of it. They bring it here, erect it, and I think it takes like a day or two to do. And yeah, I've been in touch. I've, you know, sort of got a few rough plans together. I've had a couple of quotes, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that company that I've been in touch with. Probably see the washing line spinning around here. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that company that I've been speaking to so far. I'll hopefully try and get them involved on the channel. Not too sure how that's going to happen yet, but yeah, of course I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, before we even get to the stage of course purchasing and building the garage, we still have a lot of work left to do, let's be honest. So let me take you around the garden and show you kind of what's left to do. So for those that have forgotten, the existing garage is just this one right here. I've mentioned before, it's doing the job kind of for now, but it's not really fit for purpose. I can't even stand up in the thing, and with a car in here, yeah, there's literally no room. This is kind of my workspace at the moment, and yeah, it's absolutely full. And yeah, as I mentioned, only place I can stand up is exactly right in the middle, because I'm 6'4", and pretty sure this garage is probably only like 6 foot to the eave, so definitely have to duck going through the door. But yeah, this is likely going to be going once I have a place for everything inside. Once I have a place for all that to go, which is likely going to be in the conservatory once we get rid of all that. We are kind of renovating the house a little bit. Well, I say renovating the house, we're doing up the living room, and a bunch of that stuff has to go in the living room. Once that happens, all that stuff can then go in there, and the garage can then go, and I should have a clean sweep of a driveway going to the front of the house. And then I can begin on, well, I guess the concrete base that the garage is on, that can all be smashed up, and then we can, yeah, begin grading the land. The driveway, of course, is going to be going down here. As you can see, grass and weeds have kind of taken over a little bit, but you can sort of see where it is still. So it goes down here. Driveway is going to take a nice curve, hopefully. Garage is going to be somewhere here. Driveway is still going to come around here, and then kind of have a bit of a driveway there as well to store 2 cars or so. But I'm sort of thinking the garage will likely go from here to here. Now I know this is really rough. I don't have exact measurements so far, but I'm kind of thinking of working to a 6.5 in depth, 6.5 meters, sorry, in depth to 7.5 meters wide, something there or thereabouts. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, but if I do go to those measurements, then like I said, I still have this massive, huge open space here, and I think those measurements are, you know, suitable for what I want. They will allow me to have a car lift and a big working space as well. Now, of course, the major thing when it comes to planning permission is the height. The garage itself, like to the eaves, I think that'll be fairly standard, maybe like 2.5 meters or maybe a little bit more, I don't know yet. When it comes to the ridge, so the top of the roof, it will have to be quite a steep angle, like maybe like 30 or 35 degree, and that will take the ridge then to like, I don't know, about 4.5 to 5 meters high. So it will be quite high, but of course I need that height to be able to get a car on a lift, you know, in that roof space essentially. So yeah, that's sort of the plan, and I'm sure you guys have heard this already, but yeah, you probably noticed as well, this, well, it used to be a pile of stumps, and this was absolutely huge. I mean, this is literally what's left now. This was like massive. You can see the big space that this sort of you know, took up. This was the roots and the stumps from all of the trees that I cut down. I think there was like 5 or 6 big trees in total, but yeah, I'm thinking this should all now burn relatively easy. Of course, I've been burning this over and over and over again, and it's gradually got down in size, but yeah, today I've just cut up what is left, and I think this should now burn relatively easy, or at least that is the plan. If not, then of course this can all just, I don't know, go in the garden waste bin or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, now that this is all pretty much gone, I think I am now ready to apply for some planning permission. Now, in terms of planning permission, what do I think the outcome is going to be? Of course, hopefully will be accepted. I can't really think of too many reasons why it shouldn't be. I mean, I don't have, you know, any neighbours at the back. It's right at the bottom of the garden, pretty friendly with both sets of neighbours, and you know, I have asked them if it would be an issue. They both said no, so can't really see that being an issue. I'm all sort of ears at this point. I have asked on live streams and things like that, and people, I'm getting kind of conflicting arguments for and against why it would be accepted or why it would not be accepted, but I guess you never really know until you apply. People are saying, oh, why don't you go down permitted development route, and I've stated numerous times that just would not be an option. It would then have to be like 30 square meters, which is only like 5 meters by 6 meters, and again the height, I'm just not going to have the height there to allow for a car lift. Caravan, you can see there in the corner, once the existing garage goes, that will then be able to scoot on out here and hopefully get sold at some point. But yeah, hopefully this answers a few questions, and hopefully you can see kind of where we're at. We are, you know, pretty much, like I said, ready to apply for planning permission now. I did want to get all the stumps and that out of the way, just so if a planning officer does come here, they can see that, you know, it's suitable to do so. And I mean, they may ask, was there trees here? And of course I'm not going to lie, but they can see that it's a big open space, and it's, yeah, the ground is suitable to build on, and all the rest of it. Of course, it's a learning experience for me. I may be talking complete nonsense, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But one thing as well, once the existing garage goes, I can then get a digger in here and start kind of grading all this land. And I thought that there was going to have to be like so much material gone, and I'm sure there will be. I'm sure there'll be, I don't know, 50, 100 tons or something like that, but I don't think it's going to be as much as I initially thought. So I've been doing some levels, these stakes that are in the ground here, and bear in mind these levels are from, I think, the highest point of the lawn, which is about here. So you can see this one to the lawn, that's about, I don't know, 8 inches or so. That one is kind of on a high point, I know it's about 6 inches. Here, that's about 10 inches. And then there, that is about a foot. And I think a foot, 12 inches, I think that should be well enough. You know, that should be more than enough for hardcore. So in terms of levels, I think we are, you know, there or thereabouts for levels on here. Of course, you know, there is ridges and ruts and all the rest of it, but I think by the time I, you know, scrape some of this back, and then I will take some of the topsoil to have a border all the way around, and by the time I put that there, I don't think I'll have too much to get rid of. I think then we can probably, you know, just compact what is here. We should be left with a subsoil of sorts, and then I need to get rid of some of this hardcore which I have accrued in these bags over here. It's basically brick and plaster and whatever else, but all that can be just thinly scattered. I mean, it's not gonna, I know it looks like a lot, but once that is like spread over the entire driveway area, it's really not going to make much at all. So I get rid of all that, then we can get some proper type 1 MOT in, and yeah, hopefully do as much of the driveway and garage prep ourselves. Like I said, I'm all ears at this point. I'm happy to have any thoughts or any suggestions, but I do of course want to try and do as much as possible myself, because, well, I'm just going to be completely honest, to try and save money. I don't have a lot of savings at the moment, so we're going to try and, you know, tick along and do as much as we can ourselves, and then of course when we need to get the professionals in, we will cross that bridge. But yeah, things are looking up, don't worry. I haven't forgot about the garage. It's very much so been at the front of my mind for the past few months now. I think it really is needed to take the channel forward. I need a proper workspace, I need a proper space that I can work in all weathers and all lighting conditions, and yeah, it's definitely just going to take the channel to the next level. But yeah, hopefully you all have enjoyed this little update anyway. But yeah, like I said, any suggestions, do fire them down in the comment section below. Yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. Please remember to give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in the next one.